Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about another Spark 143 model, and today it's the 2019 Riley Motorsports Wynns Mercedes GT3. "2019 marked two historic milestones in sports car racing. First, it was the 50th anniversary of IMSA. Dating back to the 60s, the series had its ups and downs, but its first peak was in the 1980s when Group C cars dominated the top class. 2019 also marked the 80th anniversary of Wynn's racing, and when Ben Keating heard the news that IMSA wanted to run throwback liveries for the season to commemorate the achievement, the team knew exactly which livery they wanted. They chose the famous Wynn's livery from the Hotchkiss 962 Porsche, and fans old and new instantly fell in love with it. Ben really wanted the Mercedes AMG GT3 to be period correct for the press shots and tasked Finspeed with a tough challenge. With only 2 weeks until the start of the season at Rolex, they had to completely design a new wheel to match the classic gold wheels from the Porsche 962. The car looked fabulous, and come race day, the number 33 Riley Mercedes qualified second in class out of 23 cars under very overcast conditions. Within the first couple of laps, the Wynns Merc made the pass for the lead in GTD. This was great morale for the team in the early stages of the race. After a few cautions and routine pit stops, the number 33 car was second behind the number 12 Lexus with heated pressure from behind. Ben Keating had a great double stint at the start and keeping the car within striking distance for the lead. As the hours went on and night fell, the car was still up front, battling for the lead in class. Felipe Fraga was putting massive pressure on the leading Audi. After another caution, Lucas Stoltz jumped in the car and took over the lead in GTD with a whopping 19 seconds to second place. The Riley team was running flawlessly and this car was flying. With 10 hours to go, Fraga was in the car leading the class when very light rain started falling. With the overcast conditions at the start, the threat of rain was a high possibility during the 24-hour race. However, the sprinkle would only pick up, and shortly after, the entire circuit was under a heavy downpour. A wet track at night made for some exciting action, which brought many more cautions and accidents. Daytona was trying to keep the rain at bay by drying out portions of the track that was causing the incidents. The Wynns Mercedes was still up front leading GTD. However, Daytona could not get the rain under control, and with just over 7 hours to go in the race, the red flag came out and the cars came into the pits to wait out the weather. The red flag lasted over 2 hours, and the cars got back on track with 5.5 hours to go. As the green flag dropped, it was daybreak and spray from other cars was everywhere. More carnage on the restart, which brought out yet another yellow. 24 hours aside, just surviving the weather was a feat in of itself. Race control had no other choice but to red flag the race for a second time. And for the first time that I know of, the checkered flag came out with just over 10 minutes left in the race. Due to the rain, the Wynns Mercedes could not hold on to the lead, and it finished 6th in class. But it sparked a revival for Wynns racing and those famous colors from back in the day. Here is the number 33 Riley Motorsports Wynns Mercedes AMG GT3. It comes in this really cool American US release box, which lets you know that this car is a limited release. This is number 178 of 500. The sides are open and we can just slide it right out and check out this amazing livery from a throwback on the 962. Out of all the throwback liveries from that year, this one was the fan favorite, and personally, it caught my attention and I was obsessed with it as soon as I saw it. The vibrant colors really catches your eye, and contrasted with the white top, it's unmistakable where this car's livery came from. As I said earlier, Ben Keating tasked Finspeed to recreate those period correct gold wheels on that 962 for the press car, but I'm a big fan of these black wheels on the race version. I think the gold wheels were a little too much, especially against the purple, orange, and pink. It was too much overkill, and these black wheels help create some negative space so these colors can pop. We have the US flag on the front, signifying a US release, with the limited number in the back. I love this car sitting on a white base because it really helps these colors shine, and I think this car is immaculate. No detail left untouched by Spark, and I'm so happy I have it. The drivers on this car were Ben Keating, Jerome Bleekemolen, Lucas Stoltz, and Felipe Fraga. 4 drivers for this 2019 24-hour race, and they needed them. With the rain, it was just an extra challenge, and having fresh drivers was always a plus. This is my final Wynns GT car in the collection, but I have another Wynns car that I'll be unveiling pretty soon, so check back for that. But here is the 2019 Riley Motorsports Wynns Mercedes AMG GT3 that finished 6th in class, and it looks phenomenal with this Wynns throwback livery from the Porsche 962. If you like this video, give me a like and a follow. I've got a lot more cars to unbox, and we're doing a new video every Friday. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.